Hello, dorks. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How's it going? It's time for Unchatter. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. It's time for a Thursday. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Bear the Creative. How's it going? How's it going? I'm going. I'm gone. I'm just straight up gone. It's a Thursday. I'm feeling the Thursday. It's gone. Yep, that's me. That's my brain out my ears. But yeah, we're gonna goodbye. Bye, everyone. Yeah, we're here to dwarf. We're here to kobold, more specifically. Today's gonna be interesting. We are getting very close to having all of the colors of gym windows. I would like to continue working on that. I'm gonna work on our big palette situation, right? So you're all gonna help me with color thoughts and tell me what I'm doing wrong. That's what we're doing. We're gonna keep digging down. We're gonna keep getting candy. We are currently harvesting candy as we speak. It is in progress. So that's gonna turn into some stuff. I kind of want to keep playing around with the steam thing. The boiling water into water vapor type thing. I keep having more ideas of things we haven't exactly tried. So maybe we'll keep poking around with that. I think I want to kill a fire snake and put its corpse in some water and see what happens. I don't think it's going to do anything. But I have to keep trying. I have to keep trying. So I did have an idea for a sauna on this map that I think would work. It's not exactly what I would want it to be. It wouldn't be up on the surface. It'd be down below. It'd be down by the magma. But I think that would be okay. Fire snake soup? Yeah. Yeah. Self-heating soup. Now there's a kobold invention. I think that sounds good. But yeah, we'll play around with that. Today's episode is brought to you by Color Theory. It's just a theory, and by viewers like you clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in VODs, wherever you want to hang out. Your color is welcome. I'm enjoying all the different colors, so I appreciate it being here. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm gonna push a button. And here we are. Here's the thing. This is what we've been working on, right? And we're down here. We are mining. We have mined. We have successfully mined. Oh, and you're still standing here. I think you can hold off. You can go away for the moment. Hey, look, fire snakes. We mined a handful of adamantine here. So that means there is going to be some raw adamantine here. There's even a strand right there. In theory, we are going to smelt those into adamantine. I guess let's see what we have right now. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, we've already processed a good chunk of it then. Fantasy asbestos. Spicy asbestos. I guess asbestos is already pretty spicy, isn't it? We have 9 wafers, which means we have 3 bars, which means we can make a breastplate. I think we're gonna keep processing. We're gonna accumulate what we can first, and then kind of decide what we want to do with it. Speaking of adamantine, the dwarves are here. We traded with the dwarves. We got some nice gems out of it. What was I just going to say? Oh, the king's chambers. So we made 3... We have 3 adamantine things here, right? We have an adamantine cage trap, which is an artifact. I don't know how that Is it an artifact? This is superior quality. Why is it named? We made this on purpose. This isn't an artifact. I don't know why it's named. But we also have an adamantine cage for holding a fire snake, and we have an adamantine chain. And I don't think we need to keep the chain. The chain was an experiment thing, right? Which failed. So it doesn't work the way that I wanted it to. So we're not actually using it for anything. But I don't know that it's gonna give us much back if I melt it. Right? If I go over here, if I go to chain. You know, there is real life asbestos that is naturally blue. Is it blue? Is asbestos usually blue? I don't know that I've just seen asbestos, right? I thought it was kind of like a white color. So a chain only takes 1 bar. And I don't know how much you get back if you melt it. I don't know. I might just leave it because I don't know if we're gonna get like a full. I guess if it gives wafers back, I might get 2 wafers out of it. Or no, yeah, because if it's 1 bar, that's 3 wafers. So if it's not fully efficiently melted, then you would get 2 wafers back. But I don't know if it actually works that way. I don't know how that works. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I'll leave it. Other things that are happening. Oh, our king is hanging out on the throne. Very cool. Look at that smug king. I feel so good. Drunk on the throne. Excellent. People hanging out in here. That all seemed good. Crocodolite is in the asbestos family and is fairly light blue. There's also brown and white asbestos and a bunch of other similar minerals that are just not legally asbestos. Oh, gotcha. I guess that makes sense. There's just a bear hanging out down here. Oh, are you hanging out where your owner died? Is that what's going on here? That might be what's going on there. Sometimes animals that have owners... Oh, a raid. A JM raid. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, hello. What were you up to? You were doing Lego stuff? Is that what I saw? OBS says football manager, but I don't know if that's right. Sometimes it's wrong. Yeah. Yeah. How was that? We are... Oh, we're getting stuff. Gray Chalcedony, Lavender Jade, Smoky Quartz, Tiger Iron Sard, and Pink Tourmaline. Those are all nice things. We are finding things to mine. Sometimes I forget to change the category. That's fair. That is definitely a thing. We're just starting out here, obviously. Welcome in, everyone. We got a bunch of candy. We mined a bunch of this. Oh, and we did just save, didn't we? I want to do more of this, but like how safe it is an open question. Hello, Jack Swing. How's it going? I'm declaring this. I am making a declaration. I do not want to save scum. I'm not actively going to try to save scum, but I do want to get some more of this adamantine out of here. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure I know how this works. and how to do it safely. But if there's something that I just don't understand, and we do something bad, I'm giving myself one mulligan with the adamantine pillar. I'm just declaring that now. I'm giving myself one mulligan. If I really screw up, I will go back a save, but I'm going to try really hard not to need to. So, the fact that that's warm is really interesting too. That might just be warm because of like what was here previously. I don't know that that's actually relevant. But like, I'm pretty sure I can mine here. I'm pretty sure I can mine here. I'm pretty sure I can do this. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it feels wrong. It feels so wrong. But let's take a look at this again. So it's gonna be, there's a 2x2 in here, right? There's scratching noises coming from behind there. What if there's a trapped miner that needs to be rescued? Don't. Those miners do not need to be rescued. They're cool down there. They're just playing their instruments. We can ignore whatever's back there. It's like we know for sure where this is, right? That's right there. And then it can go. Like I think there has to be one tile in common at least. I think. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm gonna let them work on all this. We're gonna see if something terrible happens. And if it does, we will have more information, right? We are making adamantine wafers. We are extracting threads. We're striking all sorts of things. There is one color of gem we're still looking for, right? We're still looking for wood opal, and it can be anywhere. It can appear in all stone, which means it'll never appear anywhere. But I think that's the only color that we're actively looking for now. Oh, do I just keep an eye on them? I guess if something bad happens, we're gonna get an alert. So, we still have a magma crab. There was a magma crab hanging out. Yeah, we have a magma crab. It's literally just on the edge of the map here. What if I... How cheesy can I be? How hacky can I be? Because I could teleport a magma crab into a trap, essentially. And we could play around with that. I don't know that that's actually going to gain us anything, though. I'm really curious about fire snake corpses. Because fire snakes keep their temperature after they're dead. Which is interesting. This is so... Well, at least we got a lot of bears. At least all the bears are here. They would do nothing. If we needed bears here, they would not save us. They would absolutely not save us. How's everyone? How are all you? How's your week been? I've been so exhausted. I've been so tired. Exhausting? It's been... I don't know why it's been so exhausting this week, but it has been. Week before girlfriend visit? Excellent. That's all, it's nice to have something to look forward to, right? It takes them so long. You all have steel picks. You have a steel pick. You have a steel pick. You have a steel pick. You have a masterwork steel pick. You have a steel pick. You have a steel pick. Steel pick. Steel pick. Steel pick. Steel pick. Excellent. Wow. Get to go to New Orleans with a friend I haven't seen in forever tomorrow. Excellent. That sounds fun. Hey, look, there's one. Okay. That's a start. Wormstone. Oh, why would that be? So it is internally warm. Can there be magma inside? Inside the pillar? How does that work? How does that work? I am really curious what the inside of this thing looks like. I'll be in New Orleans next week. Oh, there you go. Excellent. Didn't they just finished or when is Mardi Gras? Did that just happen? Why is it warm? Because if that means that there's like magma here, or it wouldn't be there, it'd be, I guess it would be here. If there's magma here, then that gives more clarity of where the inside is, kind of. I think last week, that sounds right. Most recent Tuesday. Yeah, I thought I was hearing about it recently. Not that I keep track of these things. Hey, there they go. Look at that. Okay, so far so good. Someone has been elected. Korik has been elected to the position of Sacred Seed of the denomination of Gristle. Why does that happen right now? Okay. No one died, right? You were just given... You're just given a position. Interesting. Sure. Maybe a church just reached a certain size and needed a thing. I don't know if that's like a replacement of a previous person or like a new person. Three more bars. 3 more wafers. Yeah. Grab them. Bring them up. So, okay. Fire snakes. Fire snakes are so hot. I'm also curious about liquid fire, so we could extract, right? So hilariously, we have everything we need to like capture a bunch of fire snakes and harvest them, right? I don't know if that's something that we need to do, but we can. We even have a butcher shop here. We clearly butchered some grundles for reasons. Let's actually dump all this. This is a butcher shop. Can we can extract from land animal. Might want to do that upstairs. I don't know. I think we kind of want to be safe about this, right? So this is an animal stockpile. And I want it to hold fire snakes. And then we're gonna come up here. And I'm gonna tell this one to no longer be on display. So they'll haul the, and I guess we're gonna take the animal trap as well. So they'll haul that downstairs. Well, I haven't murdered us yet. And then that's also warm. What does that mean? Because this is technically warm too. But I don't know why. I don't know what could be making that warm. Because there's obviously nothing behind it, right? I do also want to work on our gem windows, but if I'm... Well, we're not going to revert, right? Nothing bad is going to happen, so I won't need to revert. Just putting that out there. This level at least seems fine. Like, there's no way... Like, this is secure now. Like, this is not going to reveal anything. This should be fine. These I'm still worried about. But like it should be fine. It should be fine. Right? Because we could do... Right? Because that doesn't overlap. I think it needs to have at least one tile in common. Okay. Well, that's a relief. That's a good one. I think we might have figured this out. I'm not, it's still nerve-wracking. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet. But we're up to 14 wafers. Oh my gosh. Can you still test it with fortifications? Yes. Yeah, we could do that. It would take forever, right? But that is possible. But the fact that this worked, I mean, that means that, like, this is fine. I actually think we're fine. But yeah, I think a fortification would tell us if something's hiding back there. Or for the Minesweeper method too. The YOLO method? See that? I mean, that was fine. This one's definitely safe. People are headed down for these. Like, it could be... Yeah, no, like it can't be that, right? It can't be that. It can't be that. I think we're okay. Meant to be carefully counting which tiles are the highest risk, but I guess we play Minesweeper differently. I don't beat Minesweeper. Minesweeper is like... Maybe I'll get lucky today. But yeah, I get what you mean. Dwarf Fortress simplified down to Minesweeper. That'd be fun. Give me like a little roguelite game. That's just dwarves digging deep. You dig as deep as you can, and you'll eventually fail, and that's why it's a roguelike. I mean, technically this game is a roguelike, but you know what I mean. I know of a game like that. Oh, tell me. More of a dungeon crawl. I mean, that's fair. That's also fun. Dungeon crawlers are good. I do like the bears hanging out. It's just a nice touch, I think. Dungeon Sweeper on itch. Oh, I see. Dungeon Sweeper. A Minesweeper game that requires observation. Excellent. I'm gonna have to check this out. Oh, it looks cool. One starving. Oh, a goat. What did we get? Butcher the goat, please. Now it's winter. Holy cow. Well, we made it this far and we're saving, so I mean, that's fair. And maybe the kobolds will show up and give us more goodies. Okay, here is our animal trap. So where is... Where's our fire snake? We have 2 adamantine cages? We have a pair of adamantine cages. Oh, I want you... Because vermin catcher can tame. I don't want you to have fire snakes. So hopefully that'll show up down here. And then I kind of want to have like a little stockpile for the remains of a fire snake. It's all just muddy, yeah. Look at them go. Not bars. I want adamantine. Okay, so while they're continuing on that, let's go back up here. And we're gonna keep working on this. We're gonna keep working on this. And y'all are gonna help me. I am gonna scoot these two up just to kind of consolidate, right? So this is violet spessartine. I don't know how much of those I have. I have enough. So I'll do that and then deconstruct this one. And this is the kunzites, which I believe are less. Yeah, I think those are the three that I have. So we need to disassemble that one. And then we have like all the yellows and stuff, right? So if we're down here. Okay, so we're gonna say I want to do the yellows. Meet up quarterly, that's cool. Last 2 times were my house, now it's hers. Twice a year for the last 3. Interesting. That's not so bad. It's nice that you are able to keep it regular. Okay. Here's the part where my eyeballs completely give out. So I want to do like the yellows and oranges. And then the reds can kind of be their own thing. And then like all the browns and tans will be their thing, and then the whites and grays and blacks will be their thing. So if I'm saying we're starting from like the lightest of the yellows, which I think is going to be this, right? Fire agate. And then maybe the tube agate. And then the yellow jasper. And then like these, geez, some of these are very similar. I'm gonna say honey yellow barrel. And then topaz. And then, gosh, picture jasper. And then maybe demantoid. And carnelian. We got that, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. Got that. I did not do wax opal. What is wax opal? Wax opal is flax. Okay. So I would say flax is a... Is flax more of a tan or more of a yellow? That's really gonna be the trick here. We got you. You are elsewhere. Oh, sunstone, and then sunstone's pretty dark. I'm gonna say sunstone. Sunstone's down here at the bottom. Tallow. Wait, no, Yellen. Yeah, thanks. We killed a llama. We have abandoned exports. Oh. Wait, what's happening here? We have 2 people demanding lay pewter table and lay pewter statue. Interesting. Well, copper arrow. I don't know that we have. I don't think I've made any pewter. How do you make lay pewter? Let's go over here. Would help if I could spell. 2 tin, 1 copper, 1 lead. Well, we have all those things. Actually, do we have tin? I have not been doing tin. Because we haven't been doing bronze. Well, tin comes from cassiterite, which I know I've seen. Is it only? It's only cassiterite. So if I go to boulders, oh, was I? No, okay. How about? Yeah, okay. Well, I still don't have 10. Okay. Do I have cassiterite? I do. We have 129 cassiterite. Okay. We're gonna make some pewter. How do I... make lay pewter bars, but I think I need to make tin bars to do so. So let's smelt 10 cassiterite. And then we have copper and lead. I think like copper and lead out the butt. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna have them go for it. I'm tempted. I'm gonna say wax opal is gonna be with the like the brown tones. So I think that's all of the yellowish. I think that's all the yellowish. We're up to 16 adamantine. Okay, and then I want to do the kunzites, however you pronounce it. I don't actually know. There we go. And then the yellows. We're gonna do fire agate. Tin? No, they're tin. Is tin tan? Tube agate. Okay, we have tube agate. Yellow jaspers. We have a bunch. Honey yellow barrels. We have 2. Let's see if I can make that work. That seemed to have worked. Topaz? Oh, I can spell. We only have 1 topaz. Wow. Okay. Picture jasper, we have a bunch. Demantoid, we have plenty. Carnelian, we have plenty. And sunstone, we have 2. Nope, that didn't work. I don't know if Sard is different enough for it to actually give me information. Let's say black zircons? Yeah, that didn't work. I might need to disassemble the other sunstone. Which is this one. Still don't see our fire snake here. I'm curious why that is. But look! We mined all this out! It was totally safe! Oh my gosh! I don't dare do any more. Like, there's no way to guarantee any of the rest of this. Yeah, we're leaving the rest. This is now all off limits. That puts up to 16 bars. Or 16 wafers. And, oh. There's still a bunch of adamantine being brought up. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! I love it. That is a beautiful sight. That is a very, very beautiful sight right there. Needs tin. Yeah, okay. So they need to do tin first. Yeah. Work on the tin, please. Looks like they're working on it. We do have 1 person assigned to extracting the strands. Skilled strand extractor, our bard. Meditating on boundaries. Okay, I'll leave you alone then. I can take a hint. Oh, you want greats. You want toy treasures, of course. Just put in some rock toy jobs. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. And the kobolds are here. Still just 16. Okay. And now you're working on it. Perfect. Carnelian. So yeah, I still need to put down the sunstone. There we go. Oops. Do you think the kobold brought the one gem we're looking for? Not gonna hold my breath, but it would be very cool if they did. Where was I? Here I am. Then there's also the reds, right? So we're gonna do reds. We're gonna do gray, like browns. And then grays. Ask me how I'm gonna split this up. The reds are gonna be possibly the hardest one for me. Because they're all just red. Like there's also pinks, right? Rose quartz. What is rhodolite? Rhodolite is puce, that's right. So I might say, is puce a red tone? We keep calling it flea. Don't know what that means. It's definitely gonna be rose quartz first. And then plume agate is cream. So we have, and then brown jasper is brown. Fortification agate is cardinal. Smoky quartz we put... What did I do with smoky quartz? Smoky quartz I put with greens. It might be maybe sardonyx. Puce is a fleshy pink color of a really angry face. Okay, so then I guess I would put it with reds. If we do rose quartz, then rhodolite, and then sardonyx, and then I would say red zircon. And then what is banded agate supposed to be? Maroon. I think that one would be next. And then fortification agate. And then a red tourmaline is probably red. And then what is sard? Sard is mahogany, so sard is also going to be red. So sard and red tourmaline. Faint yellow, oh. Onyx opal. Faint yellow is so pale. What is shoral? Taupe dark, oh dear, okay. So I'm gonna say red tourmaline. Oh, look, quick! Ban the adamantine! You can touch anything except for the adamantine. So sard and red tourmaline. I'm gonna say red tourmaline is lighter than banded agate. And then sard is... Jeez. Lighter than fortification agate? Yeah, kinda. I mean, we're going to have to put them all... We're all going to be moving things around. I'm pretty sure of that. No, not sardonyx. Thank you, autocomplete. But brown zircon and then faint yellow diamond. Is beige. Okay, so I am actually going to put that with the browns. Okay. So then I got you. You are brown. I got you. You're green. You're fine. You... What did I say Shorls were? Shorls was taupe. Shorls is taupe. Okay. Whatever that means. What is... I associate that with like a brown. Dark gray brown color. Okay. Just keeping an eye on our adamantine here. Oh, we should see if we can trade. The kobolds have brought zircon, smoky quartz, cinnamon grossular. I know that's a hard one to get. Almandine, ruby, smoky quartz, yellow spessartine, carnelian, chrysocolla, sardonyx, honey yellow beryl, lavender jade, smoky quartz, amethyst, banded agate. I think is one that's hard to get. Black opal, aventurine, sardonyx, moss opal. We definitely want more moss opals. And I'll grab a Morian and a Bandfire opal while we're at it. And that might be all we get. Yep, okay. Sounds good. Okay. Hey, look at that. That's not too bad. This one looks out of place. This one might go up here. That's not bad, honestly. Maybe flopping these two. It's better than I thought it would be. Okay, so let's place some reds. I'm gonna say rose quartz, rise quartz, rhodolite, and sardonyx, and red zircon, and red tourmaline, and sard, and banded agate, and fortification agate. Wow, I have all of those. Incredible. Uh, 11 animals have grown to become giant polar bears. Oh dear. We have a lot of polar bears. Oh my gosh. We have a lot of polar bears. Let's... Many of these are owned. I don't know if any of them were actually claimed as pets or if those are all people I've assigned. We might... Let's eat 5 of these. Honestly, we might eat 10 of them. I'm gonna give the rest war training. Jeez, we have so many! So many polar bears, and then we have another half a dozen that are not yet adults. Okay, so now we do browns, tans and browns. Which is also a nightmare. Different kind of nightmare. It's like plume agate, like these 3 are so similar. We have onyx opal, which is ivory, faint yellow diamond, which was where'd it go? Beige, and plume agate, which is cream. So I'm gonna say these 2 are the same color. This one's a little bit darker, these 2 are just the same. I don't care who you are. Plume agate, onyx opal, and then faint yellow diamond. And then these both brown jasper. Oh, this is supposed to be brown zircon. Well, I guess they are different. So we're gonna do I'm gonna say brown zircon. Then brown jasper. You are also brown jasper. Did I just do brown jasper twice? Is that what's going on here? I wonder if I did something wrong at some point. We're gonna have to like double check after everything is put down. I might just deconstruct that to remove some confusion. Bandfire opal. Is pearl. So that I might put with like the gray scales. Gray can go with grayscales. Shoral I put with the reds? No. That's the taupe. It's also quite dark though. We got you. What have I not done? I've done you, I've done you, I've done you. Done you. Wax opal. Is flax, that's right. Whoops. Well, wax opal's definitely lighter than brown jasper. And brown zircon? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna put that there. Right? And then Cheryl goes down there somewhere. Is that all of them? Got brown jasper, got brown zircon. Got that, got that. That's red. I did not do Sard. I think Sard is gonna be, or no, Sard is red. Okay. So that's not so much. This is they're trying. Have I been paused this whole time? Maybe that explains it. So this is plume agate, onyx opal, which we have exactly 3. Faint yellow diamond, we have a bunch. Wax opal, brown zircon, then brown jasper, then shoral. Sure. And then the grayscales. Right, and I'm gonna include clear. So let's put clear tourmaline at the top. And then I'm gonna say white Chalcedony. Chalcedony. And then pyrite. And then gray Chalcedony. And then Bandfire Opal. And then Onyx. It's not like a dark gray. There's a couple different really light colors, and then like a middle gray, and then black. There's not like halfway between, there's not like a 75% gray. Interesting. Okay, we'll get this all designated and we'll let them work on it. I'll come back and fix it. Clear tourmaline. White Chalcedony. Pyrite. gray Chancelloni. Bandfire opal. Oh, I only have one. Okay. And then onyx. Bandfire opal is here, so I'm just gonna disassemble that one. So that gives us just trying to select everything here. It gives us 52 of 54. Did I do... We got cinnamon grossular, right? But I don't think I haven't placed it. Because if that's just cinnamon grossular and wood opal, then we're fine. We do have cinnamon grossulars now. And I don't think I put that in here. Yeah. But we should... I don't know where it goes. We haven't actually placed that one. So we're just gonna put that up here for reference, right? It's gonna be a red of some kind. Cinnamon grossular. And then we'll put the Bandfire opal there. And then we have the wax opal. That should be all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Okay. Wow. That was maybe more straightforward than I thought it would be. So wax opal is literally the only color we do not have. Our moody person is still gathering items. You are hauling iron, which I suppose is fine. We still only have 17 adamantine bars. I feel like you should be working on it, right? Do we have adamantine thread? We have 4 threads sitting around. Are we dyeing the thread? They're dyeing the adamantine thread. Just don't... They're even dyeing the polar bear thread? We can't do anything with that, you guys. Using all my dye on the polar bear thread. Someone's got some very fancy sutures. We should have a thing in here for making the wafers, right? So this should be going. I assume it just loses its color. Okay, so we're working on the lay pewter. You're still wanting your stuff. I'm gonna say that goes to the top. Should almost have like a single smelter devoted to it. Well, what if I just put it in manually? Just make adamantine wafers on repeat right now. Jeez. Oh, we're training them into war polar bears. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, the pewter. The pewter. They want a pewter table. Lay pewter statue, lay pewter table. No, okay, so you go furniture. Lay pewter. Table. And furniture. Lay pewter. Statue. Yeah, okay. We made a bunch of lay pewter bars. Perfect. Well, our fire snake moved. But not to here. Of course, we're slaughtering polar bears down here. But you're not... I guess they're not work orders. I can't tell them to not do that because these aren't work orders. That's funny. Whatever. Where is our fire snake? You are here now. Okay. I mean, maybe we do just do it here. I want to be safe, right? I don't want to do it next to a bunch of other stuff. This is also our animal training zone. This was our pasture while we were training them. I guess I also made this room over here, right? This is kind of for fire safety as well. Let's do this. This is for fire snakes. This is going to be our corpse stockpile for fire snakes. And then I want a little butcher shop. Bauxite's fire safe. Yes, fire safe and magma safe, so that's a good one to use there. And then we go up here, and I want to say that you do not take fire snakes. And I'm going to go down here. I'm going to get rid of this. And you're actively bringing bears down here, which is not what I want. I'm just going to disassemble this. Can leave the animal trap down here if we want. Because the vermin catcher shop? There's the butcher and there's the vermin catcher shop. And the vermin catcher can catch a vermin. Maybe that should be downstairs. Because in the butcher shop... Oh, this is... Oh my gosh! Look at all these plump helmets! That's a lot of plump helmets. But we have butcher shops. And this can also catch a live land animal, but also extract from a live land animal. Okay. So there's our fire snake. I was gonna put a door in here in case something goes wrong. But then down here, I want to put a vermin catcher shop. Mysterious construction has begun. You grabbed gypsum and coal and iron and dyed cloth and iron and rose cut sapphires and morions and llama leather and copper. Lots of things, but not a lot of very high value things, interestingly. We made our toys, so that did not get us treasures. Do 10 more. We have our statue, which I think means we also made the table. Let's go down to our noble's quarters. Mothdast, the lead apprentice. Oh, you just have a normal bedroom. That's all you need. So you are wanting a statue. Hilarious. There's barely any room in here for it. I'm just gonna go right here. No, I want the pewter. Okay, it hasn't shown up yet. And then our winged voice is coral. Your bedroom is, you have a nice bedroom. So you want a table in your bedroom. There we are. That one's easy enough. Up to 22 adamantine wafers, which is 7 bars. That is quite nice. The kobold of the action of blaming are now expert giant polar bear trainers. And we finished our strands. We're still extracting strands though, so that's going. Damp stone. Oh, I guess that's fine. Whatever. Huzzah! We are experts. What is our, what else are we good at? We're knowledgeable giant penguin trainers. We're expert giant polar bear trainers. It's interesting that we haven't domesticated them as a civilization yet, though. So we have a domesticated population. Right? We have a domesticated population, but we don't have them domesticated as a civilization yet. So we're still learning. How did you get out here? Oh, you have like no... Our poor were-monkey. Not much I can do for you, though. Okay. I want... Oh. Igurna has created Daizachi, a gypsum figurine of Rira's cusp sloshes. Offers it to the action of blaming. Cool, let's put that up here. We are filling in our vault. Our vault is slowly filling up. It was a figurine. Daizachi. This is like our last level of pedestals here. Or is it? No, it's just we have 2 more levels, they're just the same. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. So, here we are. Wow. So there's what was it? The Bandfire Opal goes here. And then this is our Cinnamon Grossular. I would say that goes... So where in here does this go? The reds, there's like a pink, a light red, and then just red. I would say this goes maybe here. Quite hard to say. Right, so I'm gonna just to rearrange things, I'm gonna disassemble these. Should also put like a gem stockpile up here just to hold things for us. And then at some point we'll find a wood opal and put it somewhere. It's a dark brown. So it's gonna be like over here. Also, I didn't mean for it to be like all fancy shaped. That was a coincidence. What do we think of this so far? How does this look? Is anything obviously wrong to your eyes? Item blocking site. Yeah, okay. We're milling, we're dyeing, we're cooking, we're carving gems. Sure. Nope, now gotta go into a stockpile first. Just put him right here. Just put him right here. I'm gonna have to bring him back. Silly. So to my eyes, so obviously this is imperfect, right? Which one is Shoral? That one's Shoral. These bottom two, these two don't really match the gradient, but I know that there's a lot that can be done there. There's kind of like, this is just green, right? But I wouldn't put them up here. I think they would look out of place up here as well. I think this is fine. I think this is fine to my eyes. This, I think maybe this one could go up. I think this is generally fine. This one seems out of place to me. It's maybe a little more yellow. What was Bandfire Opal supposed to be? Pearl? I think Pearl might go above gray. I might also say the silver goes by the clear. So maybe I rearrange the whole thing. So we go clear and then silver. And then white, and then pearl, and then gray. Of course, that involves disassembling them all. Not all of them, but most of them. So I think you, and you. I can probably make the reds again. So this is red tourmaline. So this is cinnamon. This is sard. This is banded agate. This is fortification agate. Honestly, we could have done worse, right? It could be a lot worse. No, this will be pyrite. This will be white Chancelloni. This will be Bandfire Opal, which I think we need to reclaim from here first, which is fine. Running out of Dimple Cup, which just means it's very cool that we're using it to dye the adamantine. We're up to 23. And we still have another thread. It's gonna be 24. That's 8. So with 8 bars worth of adamantine, we could do 3 for a chest plate. Could do a helm. Could do a pair of boots. Adamantine boots might be nice. I'm thinking of, probably also want a weapon. I'm thinking of adventure mode, right? Thinking of, say, Ritual here. So you're a maceman. I think one of them is an axe person. Mosier is a legendary axeman. And you have a masterful steel battle axe that you have named. But I think an adamantine battle axe would be pretty neat. That could be pretty neat. Oh, we should place that table or statue, whatever. I wish there was an easy way to see how much material each thing costs. Can I just look at bars? Bar. Used for but how show me like the costs? No. Of course, we also have like divine stuff that we've found. Can I look at like smelter or forge? It just says the cost of a weapon or armor is material size divided by 3. But it doesn't list them here. Oh my goodness. Where's material size? This don't even say. Just the size is 800. Which is not what they mean. Whatever. So the other thing is that we have fancy weapons that we found over here, right? This is a copper warhammer, so whatever. This is a Yeti bone hammer, whatever. But what have we found? I mean, we have divine metal boots, but who knows what size they are? That's really the thing. We have artifact adamantine left gauntlet, but it's going to be too small for a polar bear person. These are metal greaves. Here. Faceted metal battle axe. So maybe our axe person just uses that, and I don't use adamantine for it. We also have a mace. A frosty metal mace and a faceted metal axe. And the two of those together are going to be brutal in adventure mode. That's a turban, a metal turban. We also have a bow. We have a pair of bows even. We also have something in here. We have a shield. We have a multicolored metal shield, which we're definitely bringing with us. We have another divine metal bow. And then a pair of divine metal sandals. I forgot about them. Large glowing metal sandals. And a frosty metal figurine of an axolotl. Cool. So I'm not going to bother with shield or weapon. I think we're just going to do like breastplate, helm, boots, or even greaves. I think greaves cover more area. And that would leave just hands and feet on not adamantine. Still steel, right? That would be terrifying in adventure mode. They're just not going to use that at all. Whatever. Okay, so this is going to be the white Chanseldony. So here I put the Bandfire Opal. And here I put the gray Chanseldony. Also double checking, like there were a couple that we didn't have 3 of. So I just want to make sure that they all ended up done correctly. Yes, Sard. So like this should be fine, right? Because Sard is one of these. Yeah. That's fine. Topaz should be fine because Shoral is that one, yeah. Those are all Demantoids, those are all Carnelians, those are all Sunstones. I think we're okay. And that's fine. That's all fine. These are all fine. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think we're literally missing one color. So, tell me your opinions. Tell me your aspirations. What of these look wrong? What's the most out of place to you? I don't care how good your color vision is. I just want to know. I aspire to be happy and not tired all the time. Me too, thanks. What, you mean Dwarf Fortress aspirations? I mean all aspirations. I mean, tell me whatever you want to tell me. Keep it realistic. Not a miracle worker, I'm sorry. We've made 4 more waivers. Wow. Look at all that. It's beautiful. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I think the middle one looks off for some reason. The middle column. So this one? I think this one could go up. I think this one could maybe go up by 2. I think this one's very yellow compared to like kind of these other more straw colored ones. It is kind of a strange gradient. It is like going from like light yellow straw type colors to orange. It's also possible that some of these belong over here with like the browns. Though if anything, I would say that the wax opal might belong over here. I could also do like maybe flop these two. Is this as far as I can zoom in? I can zoom in a little bit more. I might flop these two. And then maybe bump this one up by 2. It's quite hard to say. Are miners? Our miners are not mining, so we need to designate some more mining. So we can try to find our last color. I'm gonna say... I'm gonna try flopping these two, because these two look really similar to me. I'm gonna say carnelian goes up by 1. And then... I might bring this up by 2. Like this goes up to here, and then these two come down. They're really all just kind of just a bunch of similar colors, though, aren't they? Picture jasper, topaz, and the yellow beryl. I'm also gonna go down here, and at this point we can honestly like disassemble all these windows, right? I don't think there's a need for us to maintain this anymore. So this will just put our gems back in our stockpiles. Can I just... Nope. Okay, brick all the windows! Get the bears in here, give them a sledgehammer. And that means that now that this side adventure is done, we can decide more definitively what colors we want to use for our cosmetic constructions, right? Now that we're no longer guessing about what color is the best, because we can see them all. Aside from that one. Cool. Gems for everybody. Okay, jeez. So now this is Picture Jasper. This is Honey Yellow Barrel. Oh, now it's spring. Who's gonna die? Time to die. I don't think the king is gonna die this year. The king is gonna be 94 this year. I don't actually know what the range is. I don't know if it's like they're all gonna die at 95 years old exactly, or if there's like a... I want to say there's like a range they can pass at. Alright, I just did Honey Yellow Barrel. I'm gonna designate these before I unpause. This is Topaz. This is Carnelian. This is Demantoid. Glazer and a siege operator. Oh no. Orkana. That might have been Orkana from Days of Old. I want to say that's someone from our first fortress. So there's 2. 3. Sis the herbalist. Ty. Oh no, Ty! We knew that was gonna happen. Ty. Oh no. Ty was our legendary armor smith. Oh, I should have done. Or no, it. I'm confusing it with Ty. Okay, we definitely need to make our stuff before we lose our legendary armor smith. Ty was something. Ty was definitely from Leopard Bends. Exposed to a noxious dust forgotten beast. Jeez, 4 more old age deaths. We're down to 140 population. Kind of incredible. I've never been in a world so long that this starts to happen, especially because dwarves live longer. Another handful. I think we've used all of our thread. I think we've processed all of the adamantine. Kind of incredible. I'm gonna make sure that we have enough tombs. Since this is just gonna be a pattern now. Right. Please go bury all of our friends. And then a bunch of llamas and alpacas died as well, but that is fine. Oh, and then I need anvils? I need to make 3 more arrows and an anvil. Then Polar Bear friend, moth dust. Whoops. Your room is right here. I'm gonna give you a statue. Play pewter statue of a kobold, apparently. Hooray. What is make top priority? Is this not... Oh, that was weird. That was weird. I'll ignore it. Masterpiece Llama Cheese Roast 123. Masterpiece Dwarven Wine Roast 176. How does this happen? We occasionally get these gigantic stacks of meals. 208. Giant polar bear meat roast, 208. It's worth 5,400. That is absurd. That is absurd. That is like for context, our average trade caravan trade is like between 1 and 2,000. A bin full of rock goods is like 1 in 2,000. This could buy out half a caravan. $5,408 divided by 208 is 26. So each of those meals is worth 26 a piece. And there's 200 of them. It is just polar bear meat. It's just a stack of polar bear meat. Llama cheese roast, also very good. It's worth almost the same, but it has like half as many. Oh my god. Dwarven wine roast worth 7,000. What the hell? What the hell? 40 piece, 41 a piece. Now we know why Princess Olga trained them. Because they're delicious? Polar bear meat market is soaring, yep. And we are truly swimming in it as well. You want to put your stuff in your chest there? No? Okay. Takes a skilled chef to mince a wine, it's true. I can't do it. Well, you are fine. I really wish the king would ask for something aluminum now that we have aluminum. He gave up on his request before I could acquire aluminum. Okay, so we have just saved. Oh, hello, hello. Welcome, Dork. Hooray, Dork. And then there's the customized thing too, right? There you go. Okay. I want to see what happens. Now we've been butchering crundles. Where are we getting crundles? Where are these crundles coming from? do still have a magma crab. We have caged crundles, but I haven't been telling them to butcher the crundles or anything. I don't know why I don't know why why they're getting butchered. But I'm gonna say, oh, but I can't specify. Or I want to extract. I'm gonna say that this inputs from this stockpile so that it stops like grabbing stuff from wherever. No, you input from here, you output to there. You do not take general work orders. And I mean, it clearly was in a cage. It couldn't have died in a cage because things don't die in cages. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on there. We are cooking them though. Masterpiece crundled tripe roast. Suppose I'll take it. Hey, look at that. Okay, everyone's happy. Yes, clear out the danger shop. Is limestone flammable? Do I need to clear out the limestone too? It's fire safe, but not magma safe. Also, hi. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome in. There we go. Okay, we are going to extract from a fire snake and see what happens. I'm actually curious. I'm curious about a lot of things. Hello, King's Rook. How's it going? Oh, did it not like that? Needs unrotten extract bearing small creature item in link stockpile. Yes, that is what we have, yes. I guess you are tame. Can you extract from something that is tame? Let's go butcher shop. Surviving best I can. My plans for a new computer fell through because of the cost of RAM. Damn. Damn. Yeah. I'm kind of at that spot where I want to upgrade my machine, but now is definitely not the time, is it? Okay, so I want extract from land animal requires a caged fire snake, cave spider, or phantom spider and animal dissection. Contrary to the name of the task, the vermin must be alive, though it will be dead when the task is done. Boy, can they not be tame? Do I need to catch another one? Maybe let's go down. Because I do have an adamantine animal trap. What if I do this? I'm just gonna say catch a live land animal. What's scary is that the cost of everything is going beyond just RAM now, is what I'm hearing. I recently got myself a used NAS, and like a little backup storage device. But I have to provide my own hard drives, right? So I had a hard drive that I was using for backup, just as like just a standalone hard drive, and then I bought a hard drive a couple months ago. So like I'm fine for the moment, but I'm at like once I need to put in the second hard drive so I can actually set up the RAID, so it's actually like backing itself up. But once I have that done, I'm gonna be at like 75 to 80% full already. So I'm gonna have to buy another hard drive or two at some point. Those are going up as well. Okay, you are gonna catch me a land animal. Can you just grab a fire snake? Plop. Nice. Okay. So now in theory, someone is gonna grab this fire snake animal trap and bring it upstairs, hopefully. FAI, I agree. Oh, the elves are here? The elves are here. I can no longer operate my copper trade route through the Levant because of the cost of RAM. Let's dry up the consumer market by overbuying so they'll have to use our services. Yeah, about that. I saw... what was it? Western Digital is like... They just completely sold out their 2026 production capacity for hard drives. And it was something like less than 10% of their customer base is consumers. So like not only is the demand skyrocketing, but it's like they can afford to just completely ignore consumers. And it wouldn't impact them at all. That's the real bummer about it. Is we just don't even have the buying power, right? Like we don't count. It's all just businesses now. So angry and miserable, can we change the topic? Yes, that's fair. Guess that's the end of the computer age. The computers will do fine. The computers are gonna be fine. We just won't own them. That's the difference. But yes, changing topic. Let's find some gems. Let's find some shiny things in the ground. They will own us. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do just gems. Anything that's left in here. Is there anything? That's a little bit more. We've mostly just gotten these levels figured out. Aside from all the leaking. All the leaking. I'm tempted to just wall this off and forget about it. We're still sitting at 30 frames, so I guess I'm not that worried. Kind of incredible, honestly. That's what we were at before we started all this. This is all pretty dry. At least we got Dwarf Fortress. It's true. At least your computer can run Dwarf Fortress, right? And that will always be true. Might not run it as fast as can be, but it can run it. That's a beautiful thought, yeah. That's one of the beautiful things about Dwarf Fortress, right? It's not a live service game. It's not the most graphically demanding AAA title. Doesn't require an online connection. You could be in the year 3000 living under a glacier with a 2003 laptop. You could still play Dwarf Fortress. Might not be the best experience, but you can. It is possible. Clearly we mined out everything on this level. There is a lot of marble, but I don't think we found any wood opal. I didn't get any notices for wood opal in here. Or I guess this isn't even where that would be. Wood opal can be just literally anywhere. Literally anywhere. How do you search for something that can be anywhere? Got some processor fans I need replaced. That's not so bad though. It'll still let you dream true. You can always dream. I'm tempted to mine out some of these veins. Just because gems can commonly be inside of veins like that. Galena? Galena's nice, at least. Let's go down to 6. I'm gonna say auto. I'm just gonna auto mine all the veins, essentially. Because why not? Give reminders something to do. Paper and pens are cheap too, so I'm in good straits here, true. Maybe that's what we need. We just need to find ways to go back and not need computers. You don't need a computer to have fun. It helps, but we can do without it, right? Desktop is over 15 years old at this point. It's starting to struggle with most things. Not sure how much longer it'll last. Yeah, that is on the older side for a PC for sure. Especially depending on like how much money you put into it at that point, right? Like it's 15 years old, like at that point it doesn't really matter, it's just old. Like this machine, this has gotta be 6 years old at this point. I built this right around the time of the pandemic starting. Might have been just before. Might have been like late 2019. But I specifically built it as a VR rig. So I put a decent amount into it at that time. I didn't go overboard. Like this is basically the minimum specs to run an index. Is kind of what this ended up being. And it does okay with an index. I don't even really use it anymore. It was, at this point, we have like a Meta Quest or whatever. Just because it's easier to deal with. But just the fact that this is a VR capable machine 6 years ago means that for things like Dwarf Fortress or, you know, any 2D game, like Silk Song or, you know, silly indie games that I've been playing recently, like Mega Bonk or Ball Pit, like it's fine, right? This machine just chews them up, no problem. I don't really play super fancy AAA titles. Like I don't need to be buying the new Battlefield every year or ever. Send me a PO box and I'll send fan art the old-fashioned way. There we go. A friend hooked me up with an engineering laptop that can run as a desktop on a dock, which he picked up for like $50 from the same buyer. Excellent. Docks are great. Like if you're not doing like super high-end 3D games, a laptop and a dock is probably plenty, right? These days. Mega Bonk is great. Oh, I love Mega Bonk. I've been playing Ball Pit more recently. Scratches a very similar itch. Okay. I mean, they'll work on this. Maybe they'll find the one gem specifically I'm looking for. Oh my god. But everything else is working fine. Let's see if our fire snake ended up where it should. Hey, okay, cool. So now we have a not tamed fire snake in an animal trap. Can I extract from this one? No. Isn't this... If I do this... No? Does it need to be in a cage? I have another cage, right? Can I do... I have 2 adamantine cages. The indie scene is going hard into PSX graphics, so we should be good for a while. True, right? Because like you don't need... We're finally at that age where you don't need to have super fancy graphics to have a fun game. I mean, we've always been there, but now people realize it. Also means that also means lower end developers need to optimize their stuff. Yeah. I mean, some of it's so you just left a sock there. Oh, but use the wrong cage. You used the wrong cage. That was the wrong cage. Just leave your socks on top of the fire snake cage. That should be fine. What was I gonna say? But like the some of them do need to be optimized, but like so many of them, so many modern indie games have so moderate demands on a system, even if they are not very well optimized, right? Maybe my machine is fine, so maybe I'm not aware of how unoptimized they can be since my machine is fine, but I don't know. I'm gonna put other fire snake, live fire snake, in the cage. Finish some paperwork, back to the job. Fun, fun, fun. Let's check on our colors again here. This has all been recompleted. I think this looks better. Maybe? It's really hard to tell. I think that's better. The orange is kind of, I think the carnelian is a little out of place. I mean, they're all kind of out of place, right? Do any of these look wrong? Asking everyone's opinion, does any of this look wrong? If you saw a picture like this on the Wikipedia, on the wiki, would you be like, oh, that's weird, that's stupid? Or would you be like, oh, neat? I think this one could probably go up on top even. And this looks a little better. It's the far right supposed to be. Yeah, this column is like grayscale. So it's like clear, it's clear, silver, white. What was this one? Bandfire? Pearl. It's clear, silver, white, pearl, gray, black. So they're not really in a spectrum quite like the others are. Well, none of them are exactly in a spectrum, right? 3 up from bottom on far right is pink. You mean this one? The taupe or pearl? It's supposed to be pearl. I guess it could be pink. You mean this one, right? Should it go over here? Should it go like up here? Pearl is pink? Since when? So should I knock all these down and put pearl at the top here? Top that stack? Okay. All right, I'll tear it all down. Luckily I have a spreadsheet here that I can just keep track of everything on. Don't apologize. No, I asked. If I wasn't willing to change it, I wouldn't ask. So we get rid of these 3. The entire red column. Well, before we, is anything else in the red column out of order within itself? Since we're going to be moving them all around. they generally look okay. I think this one is kind of out of place, but I don't know that it would belong somewhere else. I think it's kind of okay. So that's white, so just gray and black. Are we satisfied with the purple now that I've taken the blues out? Is this successfully blue and purple? Or as close as we're gonna get? Okay, so here we put Bandfire Opal, which we only have the 3, so I have to wait for it to show up in our stockpile, but that's fine. This is Rose Quartz. This is Rhodolite. There's a case to be made that purple could go at the top of that stack, but I think the red one. Oh, that's fair. Rest of chat, please don't leave me with all the blame here. Nope, all you. I just did Rhodolite. So Sardonyx. Red Zircon. Red Tourmaline. Cinnamon Grossular, which we have to wait for. Sard. Banded Agate. And Fortification Agate. Hunting Odogaron in Monster Hunter World cannot help. Okay. What color is Odogaron? Is it more of an ivory or more of a puce? Okay, so in theory, red. Just red. There's 15 different kinds of red. Can't just have red. Actually, I think red is technically a color. Red is a color. Red Grossular is red. Ebony Odogaron is black and purple and pearl. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds like a Pokemon. Okay, so now we have Fire Snake in the cage, so I'm going to disassemble the cage, and it's gonna go back in here, right? And then I can extract from it. Or does it even need to be, well, I don't, maybe, yeah, maybe I do need to disassemble it. We're still making adamantine wafers somehow? Which I guess we need to use those as well. 35? Holy cow, look at that. Ooh, ooh. We still have 1 thread left. Where's all that coming from? I guess we finally, we're still processing. Holy cow. We're gonna have like 40. We have like 40 adamantine wafers here. I have never had that much adamantine in one fortress at one time. This is the high watermark of my adamantine adventures. I gotta say. Forgotten a demand? But I satisfied it. What do you mean you forgot it? I gave it to you. What do you mean you forgot it? Okay. Hopefully you still got your happy thoughts from it. Where's Mothast? You're all grumpy? Why are you all grumpy? Unable to fight. Acquire item. Frustrating dwelling upon being unable to acquire something for too long. You go acquire something. Relieved considering the state of demands. Okay, so you did get a happy thought from it. Doesn't count as acquiring an item though, because it's not a worn item. Normal Odogaron is red, different red, and third kind of red. Technically already hunted normal Odi for this mission, just need to hunt Ebony Odi as well. Gotcha. You need the shiny. Got it. I know all about shinies. Okay, so now I can put Bandfire Opal up here. And then down here is the Cinnamon Grossular. Perfect. So now there is a not tame fire snake in a cage in a stockpile. Can I extract? Oh, is that gonna work this time? It might work this time. The elves are leaving. Oh look, migrants. Oh, a little puppy. Skilled blacksmith, excellent. And a High Master Miller. And a sheep. We're gonna eat the sheep. Puppy. Rartu the Milker, I'm fine. Creature check, oh, okay, 1 second. Suis the Tanner. We're gonna get like back up to 150. Rari the Novice Appraiser, okay. And Irkapi, that's a good name. Novice Tanner. Got a Iron Mail shirt. Where are you? You got a bunch of bronze. Are you from the Future Salves? Are you from, I want to say that this person is from, our second fortress. The Evil Forest. Okay, that was like 7 new people. For creatures, we still have a magma crab in this same tile, not moving. We have albatrosses hanging out over the water. Also not really moving. Yeah, our wild creatures are, like, slightly bugged. More adamantine waivers! Oh my god! needs empty glass flask? Since when? Glass specifically? What? News to me. I think we can do that. Why not a metal flask? I guess if we're talking about, but like glass can melt too. So that's strange. I don't know if we have any sandbags lying around. I do have a magma glass furnace. Can I do green glass? How would I make a flask? Are they vials? I think they're called vials. 3 green glass vials. Just say do that once. I'm even gonna say collect sand. Interesting. So, or no, okay. Cancels extract from land animal needs empty glass flask, but it appears to be. Oh, now you're gonna slaughter the lamb. Okay, fine. So you're gonna move the fire snake back. Okay. Whatever. Oh, I'm gonna make sure that all of our people have a bedroom. I know that they pick them automatically most of the time, but it's nice to make sure. Of our new people here. Oh, 2 of them are married. A hunter and a trapper are married. You get that one. Rory and Suez. Oh, and then it even says they're lesbians. 2 of our migrants are lesbians. A hunter and a tanner. Not a trapper, a tanner. So I guess that synergizes pretty well. And then you go here. Right? Yeah, that's just normal bedroom. There we go. Everyone has a bedroom. Hooray, lesbians! You are making a vial. Okay, but which one is the trapper and the tanner? Yeah, but which one of you wears the hunting gloves? Okay, we have made green glass vials. Apparently we need. Okay, let's try this again. Extract from a land animal. We're almost done extracting all of our adamantine. Wow. So I guess I'm not gonna bother trying to melt down like that chain or whatever, because I think we have plenty. I think we're good. There's even that second pillar, if we really wanted more. Okay, who's coming? Going for a drink, you're getting provisions. So my backup plan for Asana, like I'm still experimenting, right? Like I do want to see what we can do with a fire snake corpse. Apparently you need a glass vial to extract from a fire snake. TIL. So I'm curious what we can do with a corpse. But if all else fails, my plan for a steam generator of some kind is to use the magma flow. There we go, liquid fire vial. We have a glass vial of liquid fire, and we have. Well, that didn't leave a corpse though, did it? That doesn't make a corpse? Interesting. So what do I do with this? Where does it even go? Does that what kind of a stockpile can that go into? I've never done this before. Liquid fire is an extract derived from fire snakes at a butcher shop by a dwarf with animal dissector. It has no known use except for trade good. Will yield 5 units of liquid worth 100 apiece. Extraction kills the snake, but does not leave a corpse. I didn't expect that. I expected to get a corpse out of that. I don't know if this is like... Is it hot? I don't even know what stockpile it's gonna go into, but someone is clearly gonna come for it. I'll just see where it ends up. Because if I could just like put a vial of liquid fire in a pool of water and have that make steam, that would be really, really cool. But I don't think it works that way. Could do that in RimWorld. Are ping as a 2-person lesbian 4 where one hunts and the other trains, and they go to the trades port to sell their wares. That'd be cool. So it just ends up here. finished goods? Yeah, it's just in finished goods. So what would it... I guess it's a flask? Worrying if we get too much steam? Well, yeah. But if we figure out how to make some, then we can figure out how to, like, dial it back, right? We can fine-tune things if we figure out a way to do it. I'm gonna remove flasks from this stockpile. I'm gonna go back up to here. Somewhere here. I want to say that this is going to be a single tile finished goods stockpile that only takes flasks. And see if it ends up in there. Night night, JM. Have a good one. Hope to see you Saturday. We're gonna keep going on Talos Principle on Saturday. Oh, that should be fun. Melt entire fort due to steam cascade. I mean, that would be fun too. Right? That would be unintentional fun, but that would be hilarious. But what I'm thinking now is that it's going to be downstairs, which means it's not going to risk melting anything. That didn't really do anything, did it? Our vials aren't separate. Vials aren't separate. Okay, let's go back up here and check our palette situation. This is getting close. This is getting close. We just need to find... the one last gem. The one last color. I do think the wax opal looks a little out of place. That's flax. Maybe flax is supposed to be more of a yellow, not a tan. I don't know, what do you all think? Does this one belong over here somewhere? I'd probably put it like right here in the middle. Or, like, where would it go? Just got both of the mantles I needed from that hunt. My luck with 3% drops continues. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, well, let's... How about this? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this once this one is made. Once this is done. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it, and we can hem and haw over it on Discord until Monday. And then I can move things around, and then we'll call it set in stone. And we'll be good, aside from the last color that we need. But we literally need one color. It's literally just dark brown, so it's gonna go over here. Or should I say, my best friend's luck that has rubbed off on me continues. Properly accreditation is important. True. True. If you don't, you don't source that correctly, it'll go away. That's how luck works. You just put a random water skin down here? That's not what I wanted. So not any of that stuff. Just green glass. There. The other thing we can do is catch another fire snake. Because we don't have any cats, right? Like, cats will kill vermin. But we don't have any cats. We actually don't have any cats. So I'm gonna say you catch a live land animal. And then I want to check out this marble layer that we were mining out. Yeah. Got a bunch of veins in here. And then just continue auto mining everything we see in here. Now here's moonstone, chrysocolla. Rock crystal. Citrine. More magnetite, interesting. Praise, citrine. Yeah. I'm tempted to say, like, this level 2, there's a bunch of metal stuff on this level too. I'm just gonna say auto mine everything on this level. And then this is below some wet stuff. So I don't want to deal with the aquifer again. Gonna ignore the aquifer. This level 2 though. Whatever you see, I want you to mine it. And then here as well, we'll just go down the priority levels. And maybe find something someday. This should all be fine. And then we're down here. Wow. Wow. I don't suppose there's any hiding in the caves, right? I would have to look at every single corner of the cave to try to find it. What's it even look like? Wood opal, I mean, it's a dark brown. Who knows what it would look like in a wall, though. And of course, all the walls themselves are brown, so I'm not gonna be able to actually see them. If they exist. It might just be something we have to trade for. know what else I'm gonna do? Since this magma crab is literally just hanging out on this one tile and has never moved in years, I'm gonna do this. And grab this magma crab. And I want to come over here? Yeah. I'm gonna teleport it right here. Are you gonna move? You're just gonna... just walk into a cage, dang it. You can't move at all? Like, I've literally left this open for a decade, hoping that a magma crab would crawl out of the magma and into a trap. There we go. Wow. We caught a magma crab. The magma crab is nice because it's an actual creature and not a vermin, which means I can put it on like a chain and it can behave differently. I assume they're hot. I don't know if they're as hot as a fire snake. Has a unique ability to spit globs of liquid basalt in small quantities. Basalt spit is very small and incredibly hot glob of the stuff, and as such only burns areas it hits, generally melting off the fat of that body part. Should be noted, however, that this can be exceptionally deadly. Can I boil water with the liquid hot magma? Can also light cave moss on fire. Due to having few organs, they're quite resilient. Due to their small size, they can be cold easily. It's going to take a while to haul that upstairs. Wow. Apparently it's heavy. 290? Yeah, okay. I wonder if we could, like, train a magma crab and then tie it up next to, like a chained goblin and prompt it to spit fire gobs and have that land in water. Does it work that way? Only had to cheat. Just a little bit of cheating. I had to cheat to overcome a bug, right? That's different. If the magma crab wasn't bugged, it would have walked into a cage at some point. At some point. Okay. So you will end up upstairs. We have not moved this. Fine. Can I just dump it? Just dump it. It's literally just a water skin. Okay. Yeah, I guess that looks like that belongs there. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna put it in our Discord. And if you have opinions on where these things should go, you should join the Discord, go into the Dwarf Fortress channel, and tell me what you think. And if you don't, and this ends up on the wiki, and you think something is wrong, I don't want to hear about it. I'm not going to go back and fix it at that point. Stumbling around obliviously? Who is stumbling around obliviously? Harvest, listen, lead biting demonstration. Hilarious. A lot of people hanging out. A lot of people reading. A lot of sleeping, socializing. Okay, I don't know who is stumbling. Rose Quartz, Marian, Hornsilver. Hooray. So we have another fire snake here. You know, I literally have this color hue game on my tablet. I've heard there's a board game too. Hues and Clues or whatever it's called. I guess I want the magma crab to end up here as well. Boop. There we go. Okay. We're gonna wrap up here, but just to finish a thought, the thought that I had for Asana would be essentially down here. Because this is the bottom, right? So, I mean, we could also do... You can also do it in... You could also do it here, probably. Could probably also turn this into a sauna. Do we turn the vein into a sauna? That could be kind of dope. But like, the tiles below this are going to be magma flow, right? Or I was originally thinking like over here. Like, mine out the floor. Cage trap was toppled by moth dast. Is it... Moth dast is tantruming. Our lead apprentice is tantruming. Why? I satisfied your thing. You have everything you want. Mothdaft, you jerk. You have led a life of leisure for many, many years here. Why are you haggard? Polar bear man throwing a tantrum is terrifying. Fortunately, this one does not have armor or military training. Still, gigantic compared to a kobold. It's not a good sign. Everyone is so happy. Why are you so not happy? Interesting that that just started happening now. Now it's bedtime? Now it's bedtime. Okay. You go sleep it off, Mothast. That's fine. But anyway, my thought is that if you had like a room downstairs where you take off a part of the floor so that you reveal the magma flow underneath, it does not create magma above it. But if water drops onto a magma flow tile, it will create steam without creating obsidian. And we've seen this before, and the wiki says it. So we would need a source of water, but we not need a source of magma. We'll see if our vial ends up in there. But we have water directly above, right? Like, if we say that our sauna is here, we have water up here. So we would just like tap into this water here and have it feed into, just like drip from the ceiling. So you'd have a room downstairs betwixt the magma sea where water is dripping from above, landing on the floor and creating steam. And could potentially do it inside of this as well. Like we could just have it be in here and we could like engrave the adamantine core and have it be the most expensive sauna. The bougiest sauna. I think that's going to end up being what we do. Just because I don't know what else is even possible. Can you smooth? No, you cannot smooth semi-molten rock. So maybe we leave all these gems here so that we can smooth and engrave these gem walls. That'd be kind of cool. There's like adamantine floor and sapphire floor, star ruby floor. Yeah, maybe that's what we do next time. So, we're gonna work more on our flags now that we have all the colors, right? Now I can make decisions about colors without worrying about there being other colors that we haven't seen yet that are better. We're gonna make our adamantine armor for a polar bear person. We're gonna make a sauna downstairs in the adamantine vein. Probably gonna see our king die, because our king is now 94 years old. Our king is 94 years old and is probably not long for this world. So, come by Monday for that. I think that's where we're going to leave it for now. So yeah, this was a chill one. Sorry if this is a little more low energy than usual, but that's been my speed today. This is where I'm at. So yes, thank you for coming by, everyone. Come by for more. Come by on Saturday. We're going to continue on the Talos Principle we just started last week. So that's been great fun. Is it good? Okay, good. Okay. this is what I can provide for you right now. So I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, thanks for coming by. I do appreciate having you all here. Come by Saturday for more Talos Principle. Come by Monday, Thursday next week for more Dwarf Fortress. We're gonna wrap up this fortress pretty soon, I think. I kind of wish we would get an update so that we can like fix that the missing Nemesis record thing. That does make me nervous to retire while that's still going on. I don't know what it actually means. No one really knows what it means. But anyway, we're almost done with everything we can do in this fortress, I think. And then we're gonna have a ridiculous polar bear adventure with a polar bear person with like level 100 plus legendary fighter and adamantine armor and a divine metal axe. That should be fun, right? So we'll see what we do there. Sad to see it wrap up. I know, right? This has been a pretty legendary fort. I really like this fort. This might be, I don't know, Leopard Bins might still be my favorite. This one's really good though. All three of the fortresses that we've made in this world are some of my favorite fortresses of all time. I will say that. These are three of my favorite fortresses. I love this world to death. So we're at least gonna stay in the world for a bit. We're gonna go back to Leopard Bins and see what kind of troubles we can get into there. And maybe bring a polar bear person back with us to our volcano fort. Isn't that neat? But yeah, come by for that. Today's episode is brought to you by Colors. All but one. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. There's Colors. The whole spectrum of colors is available to you, and I appreciate you. I hope you come by for more. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope everything stays chill and cool in your world. Go check out a sauna if not. I hope you have a good time, and I hope you stay kind.